It's the impromptu stream, but I figured tonight we'll do something light. So, you see, I have this small problem. I've been going through the processing menu, seeing what knowledge I don't have yet and what needs to be required. And for repairs, I realized I never went through the process to learn how to repair all these years in BDO. So I've literally been lugging around this anvil for since about 2018. Sorry, the anvil's upstairs. I've been lugging around this anvil since 2018. Never knowing how to use it. Always wondering why this is empty. So, in order for you to gain repair knowledge... Oh, get out of here. You must go to the blacksmith in either Velia. He's probably not going to be at his shop at this time. Or you can go to Calphion and you can go to the armor repair guy. I believe it's Grandis. It's either no, it's it's either Ronats or Grandis, whichever one's the armor repair guy. And they will teach you knowledge on how to repair armors and weapons. The funny thing is, the guy in Calphion, one of his speech lines is related to repairing armors and weapons. And of course, there are ways to make this easier. You can make an outfit to increase your amity, like this one. And let's get a little fancy. Let's add the eye patch for now. Alright. And then on top of that,
they call me a slacker with storage.
There is
because
a
I
very
like to
specific
read.
food
All the while they
that
just
you can
continue
make.
being stupid. I've never forgotten a customer, what they stored or what they said.
That's usually where I keep my cooked foods. Pickled fish is what you're going to eat to increase your amity even more. And of course, with city notes, they're already invested. And if you need to increase the energy that you have invested in the city, you can do that. And it'll actually lower the amity requirements for talking to NPCs during the amity game. I don't think there's any pets that help with amity. Of course, there's Pearl Shop items that help with that too, but you can actually craft Jordine and Jordian's or Jarnett's outfit. It does require stealing and then a few other items for crafting. But I personally believe it's worth it. Oh, you also need a tailoring coupon, which aren't given out for free anymore. You have to buy that from the Pearl Shop. I sat on one tailoring coupon for years. Because at first, when they were being given out like candy, about 2-3 times a year in the past, people were using them all the time, and I'm a hoarder when it comes to items in video games, so I chose to keep mine just in case, and it ended up being useful because now I have an outfit that helps with amity that I didn't have to spend real money on in the shop. However, if you don't have the tailoring coupon, then that's unfortunate. You will have to buy it from the Pearl shop, but it may cost less money than an actual outfit to help increase that amity. I believe you can also use the costume mill shop to make outfits that help increase amity. But that's kind of dead content at this point. I don't think anybody is really using their workers for those things. Alright, I'm geared up, so that's not a huge issue. Right now we'll make our way to Calpheon to the armor repair guy because it's past 10 p.m. So I think the blacksmith stays at his spot until 3 a.m. and then returns at 7 a.m. in game. So I really don't want that disrupting my process or causing any kind of bugs. That would be very unfortunate. So we're gonna do the easy thing. We're going to the guy in Calpheon and we're gonna get this knowledge tonight. Because I am so ready to not spend. Over time, you will spend billions of dollars repairing shit. At the blacksmith or the stable keeper, and I'm at a point to where I'd rather save that money than spend it on repairs. The only time I'd ever really want to spend money on repairs is if I'm out grinding at a grind spot and I don't want to lose my buffs or my momentum. So that's the time I would spend money on repairs. Other than that, I am ready to fix my own shit. Sing on all these items. And right now, I'm not really doing anything with them. Looks like my crops are ready. Are we at 200? Yes, they are. My crops are ready. We'll deal with that after we do the amity. Okay. I hate that area in Calpheon. Alright. Ronats is, Grandis. Here we go. Armor vendor Grandis.
Weapons repair? I can't guarantee it, but I think it's possible.
He has the shop amity. Looks like I got some processing stuff I can do with him.
I have weapons you'll find useful.
Alright.
Have a look.
That's already stuff that I own.
My feelings? It's like a
There
roller.
is another smith I could call him later. There's another smith in the area that I think we need knowledge from. First I want to poke my head in this case. Oh, never mind. Apparently I can't look through that. these guys give you the, you know, we can deal with those guys later. But they are not what we're looking for. There is another vendor, I think. It's probably in a different district. You run into him eventually on a quest. A main quest down here. This is loaded. Nope.
Guarantee on.
No. Alright. Should be the arms dealer.
If there are defects in my armor, complain to the workshop.
There's a workshop in Calphion that you do run into during the... Oh, it's the Black Star quest line that you run into them. That's what it is. When you have to gain the knowledge of the legendary blacksmith. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. I had to summon ancient knowledge from deep within my mind to remember that. Alright. I just want to make sure I'm at the right NPC because I know that blacksmith is going to, oh, Knobos. Okay. It's Knobos. Alright. So he is the one that's at the workshop. Can't remember exactly where he's situated. I believe he's not in the Nobles district. He is. Yes, here we go. The workshop district. I knew it. I'm sorry, I always get distracted when I see chests. Give me something sweet. And you ain't got shit, that's fine. Alright, let's go to Novos. And we're going to play this Amity game of torture. I believe it's going to take 1,000 Amity. This is the workshop I was talking about. I believe it's going to take 1,000 Amity. So if you aren't familiar with the Amity game, you'll be confused as fuck trying to figure this out. But I'm one of those players that spent a embarrassing amount of time on dead content in this game. Well, Amity is not extremely dead, but it's not as relevant as it used to be.
Good weapons ring clear in combat.
Okay, so he talks about cleansing weapons. Okay. To downgrade. Oh.
That feeling when drawing a bow and the sound of the arrow
I'm missing a
flying
piece of
past.
knowledge. Oh. I'm missing a piece of knowledge. So weapons master. I have to figure out how to get the option. If it wasn't the middle of the freaking night, this would be a lot easier. Inspect the anvil. Inspect the anvil next to Blacksmith and Velia to gain self-repair knowledge. This method is easier to grind for Amity. Wow. I guess before I waste too much time with this guy. Well, I'll have one conversation with him to show you the Amity Gamer itself. So, in general, the Amity game, you have to start a conversation.
That reaches the stars.
And you have to have enough knowledge on the topic that the NPC is interested in to even begin a conversation. And once you are in the conversation, the astrological sign of the NPC is going to show up. Each sign has a certain number of slots that you need to put the knowledge in, and depending on the sign, the knowledge that the spot where the knowledge is going to start and the path it takes varies. Key is actually kind of common, so it's a little easier to memorize the pattern. Your character's own sign can affect your amity with specific NPCs, depending on if you have the same sign as they do. It means it's going to be easier for you to get amity because the requirements will be lower. If your sign is the opposite of theirs, where your signs don't get along very much at all, it increases the difficulty of gaining amity by making the targets a little more harder to reach. So to know exactly what the fuck you're going to be doing in here, you have to look at the conditions, which in this case it says the requirement is talk freely with Kanamas. So I can literally just do this. And that is a full conversation. Now there's the smiley faces and sad faces, and there's a bunch of numbers up here. We're going to deal with that in a second. We're going to keep talking. Okay, so the requirement has changed. We have to gain an accumulated favor of 63 or more. So, each topic within their knowledge of interest has a certain number of interest in favor. Favor is a little harder to acquire because you have to spark the interest for the favor to count. In this case, we need 63. So whatever is high interest and high favor is really what we want to aim for. That's not always going to be the case. In cases like this, you really don't want to mess with favor. It's not really helpful. We'll start with, actually no, I'm going to, you can remove it too by, you right click to add, you right click to remove. It's not going to start up here. Now despite the order that you put the NPCs in up here, it's not going to go in that order. So this is actually going to hit third. This is going to hit third in the knowledge or the conversation line. So what I want to do in that case is take someone who has a lot of favor, but not necessarily a super high interest. And they're going to be your little risk reward. And then you want to have someone that is low favor to come after someone who is high interest, excuse me. You want someone with low interest to come after someone with high interest so that there is a greater chance of the check clearing and you gain the favor. I think this will be enough. All right. So we start the conversation. Oh, this one actually does go in the line that it says it does. So in this case, we did gain enough favor. This should have been over. This guy should have been first, and she should have been second or third. But we're gonna keep talking. And in this case, we can just talk freely. So Be lazy. Keep it simple. And you have a maximum of 3 conversations that you can have with the NPC. In this case, we have maxed out our conversations because we successfully completed each requirement. And we are going to gain 127 amity.
You can save on repairs with an anvil.
Don't ever read a key on a short sword in this game. It is completely worthless. Alright. Chances are the blacksmith in Valia is not going to be there. So we are going to inspect his anvil and see if that clears up the knowledge check. If it doesn't and we have to do the amity grind, well, we're going to be doing the amity grind. It's usually not that bad. It's just when the amity requirement is freaking 1,000. It takes a while. And that's where things get annoying. Now, in each reason, the base amount of amity you can acquire, it varies. Balanos is easier to gain amity. Places like Valencia, Dregan, it's harder to gain amity, and you don't gain as much. So it becomes grindy. Why the system's built that way, I don't know. I think it's stupid that it's built that way. But I'm not the one who designed the amity game. But this is why having the amity buff helps. Because you will overall spend less time in conversations gaining amity. You can also wave at NPCs by clicking the greet option and it waves. And you will automatically gain 3 amity for each wave. But that's energy inefficient and that can take a while. Though with some NPCs, it's easier to do it that way than to try and do the amity game. If you just don't have enough knowledge, or you're having a hard time proccing, meeting the requirements for the conversation, just wave. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. But we're gonna see if the anvil trick works. I'm guessing quite a few people complained about the 1,000 amity grind, which I don't blame them. But once we did gain self-repair knowledge, I'm gonna have to see, Coranda. Alright, so there's the blacksmith. He's gonna disappear promptly at 3 a.m. in game time.
I'm trying wonderful.
So far, there's
patience.
no, there's no special requirements. Production, refinery, and storage. Anywho, there is supposed to be an anvil next to him. We need to find it. It's probably inside the shop. Here's an anvil. That's not doing anything. Alright. is not prompting anything.
Tell me if you need anything.
First we're going to, do you want to earn some money with processing? Then you need a refinery. In a refinery, you can produce blackstone powder, which you need for all sorts of processing. It's not incredibly complex. We will go over the process step by step. Oh, we can recover some energy.
You will have to forgive me. I can't stop hammering.
Interesting. It looks like we might have to do these production quests.
Looks like it's been through a lot, hmm? Oh, not
I guess this is supposed to be the
your weapon.
introductory to smithing in general. Have you ever tried using the town storage? It's a place to store materials and goods. Enron runs the storage here. Why don't you meet him and learn about storage? Oh, by the way, if you want your workers to craft something, you have to put all the required materials and storage in the storage they come from.
Goblin's my assistant, Santomenzi introduced.
Alright, well, let's do these, let's do these quests then.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the
You wanna
storage?
use the storage? Don't worry, you can trust me. You can store your rough stones right now. The workers you hired will pick up the materials, put 2 or more crude stones and 10 or more corn in storage.
You can keep more goods if you get a house in town and use it for storage.
Alright. Rough stone and potatoes. Okay. We are actually going to go. There's not a lot of rocks in Velia. And we're going to go to a potato farm to gather some potatoes. Oh my god, I can't believe I never did these quests at the beginning. I've never done these quests before. I didn't even know they were a thing. So we gotta do this part of the quest. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is gather some rough stone. This granite should be able to grant us 2 stone. Oh my god, only 1. Okay. Well, let's find another rock and whack at it. Potatoes should be somewhere in this area. I do want another stone, because those are not sufficient for gathering. That should be it. Yep, the stone we can gather from. Here we go. So we got our rough stone, and now we just need some potatoes. I believe it was 10. I'm gonna take my hedgehog out to try and speed up this process. Alright. Oh, whenever you're gathering items, always use a hoe, because you are far more likely to gather the item you're trying to get, and far less likely to gather weed. If not, eliminating weed from showing up altogether depends on what you're gathering, though. There we go. That's our potatoes. And that is our rough stone. we're gonna throw those into the storage as we have been requested to.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage?
Let's take my rough stones. I'm putting it all in there. This is just where I keep a lot of my crafting stuff. So I chose Calpheon for my crafting area. Alright.
You can keep more goods if you get a house in town and use it for storage.
There we go. Seems the blacksmith is still here. Awesome. Production. So you have your own refinery. It is time to operate. Make some blackstone powder and bring it to me. I want to see how good you are. Blackstone powder is the core material for any kind of production. If you have enough rough stones, you should make as much blackstone powder as you can.
I'm trying wonderful. A blacksmith with patience.
Now, I am at a roadblock because I have one contribution point, so I don't have
If you borrow a container
enough
from
contribution.
me, you can use the storage even at home.
I don't have enough contribution to invest in a refinery in Velia. However, as I just mentioned, I use Calpheon for all of my crafting. That's the jeweler. That's not the refinery. Where is the refinery? That's the siege weapons. Yes, refinery. Okay. So we are going to manage our production. Takes 2 blackstone. We are going to have I could use the artisan goblin to speed things up, and it'll take like 5 minutes. I want my artisan giant worker to get some EXP though, so it'll take 7 minutes. We just need one. You can change how many times the character does the work for whatever you want them to make. So we just need one in this case. And I already have blackstone powder, so
If you plan on crafting, you should leave your materials in the
I'm
storage.
going to bring, I think we just need one. And I'm going to bring that to blacksmith.
Tell me if you need anything.
I made some blackstone powder. So as you see, you don't have to do it in Velia. Just anywhere you have a refinery and enough rough stone to make it.
You will have to forgive me. I
The
can't
powder
stop
is
hammering.
very important material. Make this whenever you can and save them. Since it's your first time, I will give you some extra.
The sparks from hammering always bring the iron to life.
Alright, now we are going to connect nodes. You've done all the preparations, now it's time to sell the crops. Sevier Logia will help you. Go to Logia Farm and see him. Alright, don't forget to invest in a node to talk to him and invest.
Looks like it's been through an archer. Oh, not you. Your weapon.
why the fuck did this show up? Lakia Farm is right here. I don't even have 2 contribution points to put in it. But anywho,
Place around here is full of feldspar. Get some useful stones with your pickaxe.
newborn kittens. I can always divest something and momentarily put it in Lagia Farm. Where do I want to divest from? I'm using everything. Oh my goodness. Here, do I have a, no, it's divested right now. Where can I momentarily divest that I'm not super... invested in? Powder of Earth, that's why. I can divest from Kunta for a brief moment. Invest in Lagia Farm. Now, I do not have I don't have a potato crate. Well, I guess I don't need to make a crate. I thought I would have needed to make a crate. I don't. And we're gonna make our way to Lagia Farm. I'm wondering if completing the quest will help pop up the amity, or if you just need to do the amity to 1,000 and
You've come to Lagia Farm.
crop workshop, investment in mass production. Okay, so that's where it leads you. Anywho. I'm going to take back my energy. I'm not grinding into Kunta right now, so I'll just keep it. Software knowledge. Alright. Okay, yep, they're explaining the same thing. Oh, this was 10 years ago. Treasure chest. Where is the anvil next to the blacksmith that people keep mentioning? Oh my goodness. Because the only anvil there is this one. and you can't inspect it. Alright, that didn't do anything. There's definitely not a way I can. Yeah, I don't see it. Do I need to do the processing elite thing? I wonder if I need to do the processing elite. I swear there has to be some other requirement. I like the wiki up. That's great. Okay. There must have been. I must have investigated the anvil at some point.
What kind of trick are you pulling?
But in terms of any other anvil near the blacksmith, there. I'm not seeing it. There's a chicken coop. I must have looked at the anvil at some
I'm
point.
trying and wonderful. A blacksmith with patience.
No.
Tell me if you need anything.
I don't need anything for kittens. But let's try the conversation. Gain a minimum favor of 24. Oh, that is super easy. Here's another key. Like I said, key is one of the signs you're gonna run into a lot with the Amity game. Alright. It's fairly easy. Talk freely. Okay. Fail to spark the interest of blah 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 3 times. Okie dokie. So in this case, you want to, don't take the 100%, don't take the higher ones, the lower the better. A lot of these are really high. This is gonna be a little tricky. So this is one of the ones where you run into the problem of a lot of these people have high interest. You just take what you can get, but we have to fail 3 times. It doesn't have to be consecutive, just 3 times. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, we almost failed that. So 112 amity.
You
Ooh,
would have
that
to
was
forgive
close.
me. I can't stop hammering.
Oh my goodness. I still want to figure out what the fuck people are talking about with the anvil. I am not seeing an anvil. There are 3 comments. Sign in to read what other people. Oh my god, I'm not signing into anything. Okay, that's if you want to pay to repair them. Oh my goodness. Okay. I like how the YouTube video is not there. Oh Lord. I guess we're just gonna do 1,000 amity and see if it pops up. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Open life skills, open certificates, look for repair. If repair isn't, then good for you, you have the knowledge. If the knowledge is not there, you have the 1,000 amity built up. I guess you just gotta build up the amity. But yeah, life. Where the fuck is certificates? Oh my god. Ugh. This is life. They must have changed the menu over time. But there's definitely no certificates. I wonder if I can just find it. No. No. Oh my god. No! Oh my god, excuse me. No. It's not even in here. Where the fuck are certificates? Oh my god. You can't even find it where they say to find it. Oh my god. Skill is different from life skill. Ugh. Dear Lord. They can't make anything easy in this game, I swear to God. That's a lot. That's different. Oh my god. Function? No. No. That's definitely not adventurer support. I'm dying. Okay, well. Where the fuck it is, it ain't there. That's for sure. Let's find out
The
this amity.
sparks from hammering always bring the iron to life. Gain a minimum of 35 favor. It's fine.
Oh, I just want to die. Uh, 35 favor. I wish the amount of amity that you got would increase. Oh my god. Oh. Spark the entrance, interest. I keep thinking that it says, undertow, but it's underfoe. 3 consecutive times. Here we go. Spark the interest of Terran underfoe 3 consecutive times. This is where having the 100% interest definitely helps. Because there's no point that you wouldn't use anyone without 100%. But you have to go with the highest percentage possible. If you're doing this in like Medea or Velia, oh my god, I pray for you. Let's keep talking. Gain an accumulative favor of 86 or more. Of 86 or more. Which 100% has the highest amity? That's got it right here. And for the 75, the 70 percentile range people. That'll do. Oh, look at that. The favor has been met. 266 amity. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Woo, we are halfway there. Almost.
Looks like it's been through an arch, hmm? Oh, not you. Your weapon.
It's been through way too many Shere Khan. Oh my goodness, I actually need to do the Shere Khan weeklies. I have like 2 weeklies left to do. But time's a-wasting, so let's continue this conversation, shall we? 45 favor, it's easy. This little turd. Keep talking freely. Yes. And we shall continue talking once more. Minimum favor of 38. It does tell you tips, but I mean, I told you better than the game could. Hootman. Who the fuck is Hootman? I don't even know who Hootman is. I don't remember meeting Hootman. Another 200 plus amity. Oh man, and people will tell you that this is hard. Oh, let's continue conversing. 2 times. Failed to spark interest. Who has the lowest amount? Yes. 73. Oh, I'm gonna take you out. 57. 50. Oh, yeah. There we go. And we shall continue talking. Gain a minimum. Gain a minimum favor of 36. Oh, of course. Of course. Let's make it interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting the first one to go through. Oh well. We shall continue chatting. Gain an accumulated favor of 106 or more. Well, we are busting out the big guns here, aren't we? Atari is guaranteed 30 if I give him the proc. Ah, good. Not as much amity that time. Hopefully.
Place around here is full of feldspar.
Hopefully.
Get some useful stones.
This is
with
the
your
last
pickaxe.
amity game we have to do with him to gain the knowledge. Failed to spark the interest of turn 2 one time. One time. This is where this bitch is gonna come in handy. Oh man. Let's put Hans in there. Oh man, we just met the requirement. That was so easy. Too easy. Let's keep talking. Fail to spark the interest 3 times. Oh, this is gonna be a little harder. And who has the next lowest? It's one of the crummy things where the interest is too high for all of them. Please fail. Oh my god, we. Woo! Oh my god, that was a little too lucky. And talk freely. Oh, my favorite. Well, it wasn't the last Amity game, but actually it is. Because guess what? We can wave. Look at that. A secret item just showed up. That wasn't there before.
Don't expect anything from me. I'm going to go broke this way.
I believe it is the Amity shop. I believe that's the Amity shop icon. Does it tell you what it is if you hover over it? No.
I'm trying on.
There's no chat
A blacksmith
option.
with patience.
There's no chat option. This is weird. So, you only get the Amity shop. What do you do? Purchase the knowledge? Ugh, no. I forgot you can buy cronstones. Goodness. I did all of that. All of it. Still no knowledge. I have no idea what I'm missing. I have no idea what I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh my god. I've spent all that time.
Tell me if you
There
need
is
anything.
no chat option that pops up for repairs. Oh lord. Okay, I'm gonna type in repair. Life skills, certifications, repair. It looks like I have the knowledge. I have repair knowledge, but it's not working. Okay, so I have the knowledge. Let me go back to my home tree again. I want to see something. Is there anything that I have that needs repairs? Not yet. I can actually start the, well, here, I'll do this. Oh, what wild creatures are there? Oh, it's the deer. It's the deer. This is the sniper zone. Let's not get wild horses. Stubborn as hell. I don't see how this is gonna help me. I think this is Balanos Fountain. The sheep. Yes. Yes, it is. So much love. But we're not here for lambs. Scotia. Okay. We have something that needs repairing. I never realized the lady on the roof up there. I've literally never, all my years, I've never noticed this lady. What is she doing up here? Anyway, we're not going to be questing today. Well, no more questing than we already did today. Hopefully, by taking off the item and unlocking it, I will have my, whatever is necessary I would need to know to repair it. Actually, horse scare tends to be something that needs repairing too. But now we shall enjoy our peaceful ride back to Duke Croon. And we shall see what comes next. It's almost at 50. Resplendent box and a splendid box. I really want the perfumes of courage. The noble stature chest would be nice too. I've got time for those. Shock 2 boxes. Let's actually take a break right here. We'll open our shock 2 boxes. See if we got anything nice. Oh, I can take off my... I can take that card off. Continuously and see what we get. So, oh, I forgot I had 4. We got 4 of the treasure boxes. Why would it give me another a golden? What's the golden treasure box? I mean, I'll take the Tet Monos accessory. We'll see what happens. The 10k Cronstones are okay, but that's not enough. Alright, we got junk. 120 crons. Blackstone, black crystals. Oh lord, and mean frags. Oh, I got shat on. Just shat on. A naive worker. This is trash. Yes, I'm not using that contract. Never get a naive worker. Even when you're starting out with workers, never get a naive worker. If you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of energy, get a blue worker. If you're doing the RNG through the worker, do the work supervisor, or save up some money, buy a professional worker and try and promote them to artisan. Professional workers, especially the low level ones, I mean, they're worth what? Not even $500,000. Actually, you're probably better off just saving up and buying professional workers and trying to promote them to artisan. Ah, Heracles. If only your stats weren't shit. C tier. Despite the horse gear. I mean, it's not the best horse gear. But I have a fucking Tet Manos crop. And his stats are C tier. I'm gonna be working on breeding the perfect horse for speed and acceleration. Or the perfect horse. With horses, you can't have it all. You cannot have it all. Some horses, depending on the coat and the type that you have, some horses are better at speed, a single stat like speed or acceleration. Some horses are better at both, and the other two that they're not so good at are going to be pretty low. I personally like speed and acceleration in a horse. Turn and brake is great for when you're doing the the instant accel, special instant accel drift, and you restart that whole process. Brake basically makes it as if you're barely braking at all for the animation canceling. But I'm on my horse is fast enough, I don't need to do that. And I'm flying around if I'm not autopathing. I'm not too concerned about that. Turn and brake is also good for oh my goodness, PvP. That's more relevant on a Doom, where the stats are already geared towards brake and turn. Oh, actually, if you the speed stat actually affects certain moves that your horse knows. Same thing with acceleration. I believe acceleration affects charge. I believe speed affects... Well, acceleration affects instant accel, and it affects charge. Speed affects... oh my goodness, was it 4-chop? It was one of the horse combat moves. One or two of them, which I found, that's pretty interesting to me. So getting certain horse stats will also improve your horse's capabilities when using it for mount combat. Alright, let's go see Anvil. Alright, so right now, our Anvil says, oh, we are not doing a buff. Our Anvil doesn't have anything. Our repair doesn't have anything, but at least we can take our Kaposha. We have to unlock it. Let's click on the Anvil again. Is there something that we need for repairing it? That's for durability, not for repairs itself. Ingredient for max durability is the Iona fragments. But it looks like repairing takes a standard 30 seconds. I guess reducing the processing time could help reduce the repair time too. So if you have a character you do a bunch of processing on, there you go. Took 32 seconds. And I guess he'll just keep repairing until it's repaired. So, voila. Nice. Alright, it's late. I'm not going to torture you guys. I don't want to torture myself as much either. So, just wanted to gain the repair knowledge with you guys that I guess already had and didn't know how to use because I'm so freaking smart. But I'll see you guys later. This week shouldn't be too crazy in terms of work keeping me busy. I just don't know if I'm gonna have Thanksgiving off or not. I won't find that out until tomorrow when I get my call for scheduling. I am just hoping and praying that I do though. Until then though, I will see you guys later on. What's today? Tuesday? Definitely won't be tomorrow morning. I got a early afternoon shift, and I also I have been keeping it. I also have oh goodness. Work is having Thanksgiving dinner as well, so I'm going to be enjoying that before I start my shift. Anywho, I'll see you guys later, hopefully later this week. I'll just make a post of the next time I'll be able to stream. How about that? Have a good night.